Have you ever heard about breach? That there is a breach on the property? I'm sticking to the part that is specific to construction because there are other breaches, for example, the use of property. So before you build or you do an extension, addition to your existing property, check your title to see what are the restrictive covenants, whether you can even do the expansion on the building. Check to see what are the limitations as it relates to your boundaries, how far you can go to the front and to the sides and to the back. There are distances that are specified. If you can actually put up a fence, there are some places that you can't even put up a fence to the front. So there are restrictions. Also ensure that your building is not encroaching on your neighbor's property, because these things will create problems going forward, especially when you want to sell. If a mortgage is involved in the process, the financial institutions will not finance a property that has a breach. So we have had to demolish sections of properties over time, like the rear part too close to the boundary, or the front too close to the boundary line, and it creates a problem. You can otherwise go through a court proceeding to get the amendment done to the title, but that's a long process. And most time when people want to sell, you want to sell right away and you want to go through quickly and get your money. So in the moment when we are doing our additions or even our new buildings, we should do our due diligence and ensure that we are doing the right thing, because we'll enjoy the property whilst all is well, but when you're ready to make a move like selling it, it can become an impediment. The process will be drawn out if you have to go through the courts proceeding, and therefore the person who wants to buy may get frustrated and pull out. And sometimes even just the cost to do the demolition and so forth can be prohibitive. Ensure that you're doing the right thing from the outset. I'm sticking to the fundamentals, the things that are important early in the game. These things can prevent problems down the road. So check your title to ensure that you can actually do an extension to your house. See if there are restrictions to heights, if you can actually go upstairs. People go upstairs and then they realize you can't go upstairs. And remember, even when you go upstairs, the distance that is on the covenant that you to the boundary lines are different, because you will now have overhang at a higher level, and that is the measurement that you will have to use now. So be careful how you do these things, because I've seen it where it can become frustrating when you want to move on and these things are in the way. Hope this was helpful. Thanks for listening.